gonna be able to sing the whole time, or no one will stay.
Hello.
Say hi.
Hi.
Let me make sure this isn't too.
Hello. My name's Isla, and I'm 6. My name's you, and I'm 7. And this is my mom, Nika. And she is, I don't remember how old she is.
We don't need to share how old I am. Okay, so when...
And I'm a girl and you're a boy.
That's great.
Los Angeles is amazing.
And I'm on a different step stool, that's why I look bigger than him. But he likes me.
All right, Zoe says hello. Hello.
Hi, Zoe.
Hi. We're gonna wait till
Hi, Zoe.
1. I just wanted to make sure. Hello. Courtney says you're a mini me. Do you look like me, you think?
Kind of.
Yeah.
If we have the same things on, we would definitely look the same. And if I had more of these.
Makeup. She likes to put on makeup.
Yeah, I love makeup.
Caroline, I forget if this is a Caroline or a Caroline, but hello.
Hi. Hi, Caroline.
Yeah, we're good. How are you? Thank you. We'll see how long this lasts. Hi, Gabby.
Hi, Gabby.
Dora, thank you so much. I feel like I realized we hit 20K subscribers here and I didn't do anything. So this was gonna be a fun thing. These kids might wanna stop or they might stay here. Who knows? Thank you, Charlotte. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're good too.
Yeah.
So we are going to make some macarons. I will type in the measurements I'll be using today. And thank you for being here, Sophie. And then I'm just gonna show you. So I've got behind you, if you wanna duck for a second.
This is my thing. This is my kitchen thing. It actually cooks.
Yeah,
Not
so it's
kidding,
like
that's
an easy bake oven. And we are going to just pipe a shell. This is, watch out because it's hot, okay, sweet boy?
Yeah, it's hot. It doesn't. It doesn't really look like you can bake anything with it.
And it's hot, sweetie. It's plugged in, my man. It's plugged in and on. Because I don't know how long it takes to, I just don't want you touching it. Nope, it's going to go in this way and come out over here, okay?
How long does this thing about?
I'm not sure what the temperature of that baking thing is or how long it takes to preheat, so I just have it on right now. Hopefully he doesn't burn himself. And it just comes with this little container, so I thought we'd pipe one shell and see if it works and then have it come out. So it'll be an experiment while we're doing everything else. That is not the main focus of today. Thank you. Okay. This might not last very long. Okay, so I asked them what color they wanted to make. Okay, get off my body, please. And they said they wanted rainbow. So they're extra, and I figured we could do 3 colors then, and I'm just gonna do yellow, pink, and blue, or
Blue is my favorite color.
turquoisey. Okay, are you reading the comments? Can you read them?
Yeah.
Everyone's saying hi to you guys. Can you say hi?
Hi, everybody.
Thank Ian. Hello. She's your twin. They're saying you're my twin. Okay, so you get on your step stool, and I'm gonna share the measurements. Can you go on your little step stool over there? And if this is gonna work, we're gonna have to be a little quiet, but like dance while I like whip up the meringue and stuff. But if I'm talking, maybe not talking over me.
Okay.
Does that sound good? Okay, so measurements for today, I just used whatever egg whites I had left over from making the pâte à choux and pastry cream. So I had 84 grams of egg whites. And then I know because my recipe is based off of, just wait, that's a great way to show me you're waiting. And then my main recipe, my base recipe is 100 grams of egg whites. So if I'm doing it 84 grams of egg whites, just because I had it, then I multiply everything by 0.84. So that's how you can do it and not waste any egg whites. You just know you can go by a ratio instead. So everything is 84% for this recipe I'll be making today. So 84 grams of egg whites. Can you tell me, Ewan, what the number on the humidity thing, the dehumidifier is?
44.
44 humidity inside the house. What else do we have? Sugar was 76 grams of sugar and 109 grams confectioner sugar. Be careful that is hot even. And almond flour.
I can read.
You can read. Okay, so I think that is, oh, and I used 3 grams of egg white powder. So I've been running my dehumidifier for the last 2 hours. So it's brought my humidity down from about 70 inside to 40, 44, whatever Ewan said. And
It's 44.
I haven't tried other brands of dehumidifiers, but the one that I have is MIDEA, and I got it off of off of Amazon. It's on my Amazon. Did you burn yourself? Okay, you okay? Okay. Can you not do that for me? Is that okay? I got it off of Amazon, so I can link my Amazon storefront if you want to look at it and then kind of price out other dehumidifiers. But I will write it in. Dehumidifier. M. What are those letters, Ewan, on the logo? MIDEA?
Yes, MIDEA.
EA. All right. So that is what I will be. I need you guys on your stools and ready to go. Okay? They washed their hands already, but right now you're not listening.
Hi, everybody.
Okay. You okay?
What did you say?
Using egg white powder. Let me see what you said. In person living in a humid environment. Oh my goodness, Steffi, I'm so happy you got egg white powder. You got your hands on that and it worked for you. I feel like it is a game changer as well. It's not necessary for those who don't have egg white powder available to you, but it is a game changer. It just creates such a stable meringue, and that's like 80% of making macarons successfully. So I'm also going to be sharing some of my favorite things. I'll like kick them out eventually so we can actually focus. But beautiful children. So I'll share some of my favorite things, and the dehumidifier is one of them. So already got ahead. So that's going to go in the oven, and I don't want it on my hair. Okay. This is why kids aren't allowed in the kitchen when you're actually making food for other people. Okay, so I said the measurements. I put the measurements in the live chat if you're just getting on. And we are going to make a tri-colored macarons today. We're making yellow, blue, and pink because that's what my kids asked for. So I will show you guys when to split that batter and add your color. That's going to be really hard to watch for them. So can you not make noise? And yeah. So I'm going to put the camera down so you can see in the bowl.
I'm going to point, hello, how's your day today, guys? I can use this.
I tried it a different way today, and I don't know if I like it. It's crooked. It's so crooked. Okay. All right. There still? I'm gonna put you guys down for a second and switch my camera. Sorry about the armpit shot. We don't like armpit shots, do we? Oops. Now it's a nothing shot. Okay. Here we go. I thought it would be better the way that I had it, and it wasn't. So let's get into making our macarons.
Hey, you can use this for a whisk.
I don't need a whisk, but thank you so much. Hi, Heidi. Okay, we're making tri-colored macs. Let's get started. We're gonna make our meringue first. I shared the measurements in the live chat if you want to scroll up. And then we're all gonna have our own piping bags and do tri-colored macs. And they're gonna pipe on their sheet tray and I'll pipe on mine, and we'll have 3 different ovens we're gonna bake in. The toaster oven, my gas, like main oven, and then that little num-nums oven back here.
My num-nums oven. My num-nums.
Let's
Not my
get
mom's.
to it.
It's my num-nums.
Okay, let's settle down.
I'm looking it up now, guys. Hey,
Okay.
can I hold it by myself?
Well, I'm gonna turn it off for a second because it's fluffy. It's foamy already. And let's just add it and then you can do it. I'm gonna do it in 2 additions for a second.
I'm gonna do it by myself, guys.
Ewan, can you get that out of here? Because I don't want it to,
Myself.
I need you to stop with that, Ewan, because I don't want it to get into this. Oh gosh. You got it? Okay, keep it upright.
Hold the bowl, how about? Can I try it?
Okay,
How about hold the bowl?
okay, but you need to hold it straight up and
Can I
down.
try that?
Okay? Yeah, you can try it in a second, okay, buddy? But like I said, I need this away from the bowl. I like straight up and down like that. Can you hold that? Good job.
You can do it now, Mom.
Okay. All right, Ewan, your turn. You want to step down to that one just so he can have room?
Hi, guys. My bun's gonna lick it now.
You got it? Don't turn it up for me, and I'll tell you when you can bring one up, okay? Keep it down, like touching the bottom. Yep, straight up and down. Perfect.
Look magnetic.
Magnetic, huh? We'll use the sugar art colors here. These are my dries.
One more up yet? Can you do it one up?
Yeah, sure. Go up one. Oh, that's 2. There we go. Just keep moving it around the entire bowl. Yep. There you go. A little slower. You don't have to, yeah, just like, there you go. Kind of up and down though, because you're kind of doing an angle. Says you and you're a pro. Someone says you're a pro. Okay, thank you, Ian. Straight up and down. Does that look like a stiff piece? Yeah. You want to test it out?
Can I see?
Not yet.
Test it out.
Keep going.
Can I see? I want to see.
See, look. Is that stiff?
No.
No.
It's almost stiff.
Got a while.
But it smells delicious. Oopsie. I actually got it.
That's alright. We'll clean it up after. You don't have to go so aggressively. Just like very, very slowly moving it around. Perfect. Okay, you're gonna go up and then it's gonna take it off again.
It's down on the left for two.
Okay, let me take over. Keep it straight up and down. Okay, up and down. Okay, ready? You did awesome. I'm just gonna try to get, I like to try to get on the side of the bowl. Okay. Hold it upright. Don't go up. Don't lift it up. Just go on the sides like this. Good? Okay, but you gotta keep it in the bowl or else it's gonna flip up on us. Like that, yes? You're doing exactly what I'm asking now. Yep, yeah. What's up? You wanna see if it's good?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Almost there. We're almost there. It's
Okay.
still a little soft for my liking.
Can I try it?
No, we're
How
not
do
trying.
you
that.
like it,
This
guys?
is it's raw eggs. You don't want to
Ooh.
just put it on your bed.
Yeah, I want to smell it. Can I smell it, Mom?
I have never made keto macarons. Someone asked if I've made keto before.
Tastes great.
I know. Now you have to go into the bathroom and wash your hands. Go wash your hands, please. All right. Someone asked if they can add, so this is where I want to be. This is stiff. Someone asked if they can add coffee essence into their meringue. Is that what you said? And coffee essence probably has oil in it, and I would not recommend adding that into your meringue. No. You gotta stay calm. And Heidi, thank you so much for answering the question. Yes, I have a gas oven, and that is set at 300 right now. Since starting to use air bake trays and no rest, I keep it around 300 or I drop down to 290. You go wash your hands now too? And so I like a higher temperature in my oven with the insulated air bake trays, which is another of my favorite things. No resting macarons is great. Please, okay, you guys go wash your hands. Hopefully no one gets sick. If it was an Italian meringue, oh, you guys okay? Then I would say it's better to try, but French meringue, not so much. Okay. I've got like all of my favorite things behind me, so I'm sorry it looks very messy. Oh. Do you have any tips for dairy-free buttercreams? I feel like using dairy-free butters are a great option, or you could use shortening or half and half. You could use like Earth Balance. I'm done with that, so please don't do it again. Go wash your hand again. You guys are not funny. Maybe they think it's funny. Okay, here are my dries. I'm not adding any color to this bowl because, of course, we're gonna add our colors in after, and we want 3 different colors. So I'm gonna do this in 2 editions, and I'm gonna get one of my favorite. I would really prefer you not to do that. Does that make sense? Right? It's raw eggs. I know like the egg whites don't contain too much, so that's gonna make you sick, but it's still not a good thing to practice when you're in the kitchen. Okay? So we're gonna put in our 2 additions. Yeah, so what kind of flour is in here, Isla? Do you know what kind of flour?
Wheat flour. Wheat flour.
Nope. Try again. It's a nut.
Almond flour?
Almond flour.
Yeah!
Ding, ding, ding.
I was saying it, not.
But what other one, what other thing is in there? Do you know? It's a sugar. Do you know what kind of sugar is in it? Would you mind getting off my shoulder so I don't hit you? Okay.
I hold it. I take it.
It's okay.
Flour.
It is confectioner sugar or powdered sugar.
Can I try it?
Can you try what? The mixing part? I'm gonna do this part.
You are not letting me. That one. Ow. I can't really reach.
Would you mind, is it because you want to be like in the camera shot? Okay, so sit over there and I'll switch the camera. Stand, because she's shorter. Oh, okay. scream.
can't even see your head.
Please don't scream.
I can't see your
Okay,
head.
so we're folding it in.
I can't see your
Guys,
head.
do you guys want to pipe this?
Yeah.
Okay, then you guys gotta chill out.
Oh.
Okay, you ready? We're gonna switch this into our bowls and do our separate colors. And that's going to give us the rainbow effect that you guys want, okay?
Yeah.
So without doing 6 or 7 colors, we are going to sort of make it by having the colors blend in our piping bag. And then you get, you know, the yellow and blue blending to get a green, and a little bit of purple with the blue and pink blending. I don't know blending colors. I need Barb. Okay, so here's where I stop. It is still very, it's a little more flowy than I usually have it, but it's very thick, right? All of the dries are incorporated, but it's not at a consistency where it's flowing off my spatula, right? We don't want to go too far, especially when you're adding more powdered colors, because those take a while to kind of get nicely developed and get incorporated into our into our batter. We are gonna all put 3 different colors in it, so, but I might take the most, yeah.
Hey.
I'm the oldest. So, I don't like my armpits touched. Okay, so now I have to really pay attention. Okay, so you guys have to cheer me on. Turquoise waters. This is the Sugar Art Master Elite. Ewan's favorite color is turquoise or teal, right?
Yes.
So I'm just gonna do a little bit.
Oh.
Well, it'll be plenty, I promise.
That
And I
little
will
bit
look
too.
at your guys' questions
Can I
and
try?
stuff.
It's mine. Can I try?
This is gonna be my doing, okay? Just because I already mixed it a little more than I should have. So I'm gonna just tumble my batter just to make sure I don't over mix it. But another time, Bub, I will definitely have you do this part, okay?
Me too.
Yeah. Another time, meaning not today on the live.
And the next time, have it all blue, but light, dark, and pretty much light and dark.
Wow.
So we can all do like more of a purplish for you, more of a turquoise for you, and more of a bluish like this for me or you.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like a great plan. Okay, so for this, I am just going to, like I said, I was tumbling it in the very beginning to get that color mixture mixed throughout my batter, and now I'm going to be deflating it purposefully to get it to that consistency I want. If you were to go straight into deflating when you add the color, you could get into a pickle and not have your color fully mixed in, and then you're already at a flowing consistency. Yes, my ma'am?
Could this be a contest which one bakes the best macarons?
Yeah, you guys also, you could do a contest if you want. And
I don't want to do
yeah,
it.
Isla
No.
doesn't like the contests.
I mean, there's not really a winner,
So we're gonna have to move
but
fast because
we're just seeing which one.
we're not gonna make it a contest. She doesn't want to. So this is blended
No
in.
one really wins.
It's at a flowing
Which one
consistency.
tastes the best? No one votes.
Ewan, we're not doing a contest.
Yes, yeah.
And I am going to let this sit. Usually I would put this in a piping bag, cover it up. So I'm gonna have to move fast because I'm gonna let all 3 of these sit so I can put them into each piping bag, all 3. So ideally, you wanna cover that up as soon as you're done. Oops, you okay?
Yep.
All right.
Because I have pushed me.
All right, so yellow is the next one. You guys, we're not gonna be able to pipe if you can't keep it together.
Stop!
Okay, so we're doing a little bit of yellow. Honestly, a little bit goes a long way. And I don't know why I keep these. Oh, now it's gonna be a mess. I keep those like tops on and it bothers me every time. Trash. All right, let's go fast. We're gonna put this in and I will look at your questions and answer them after we've piped. Okay, and so
One question, 2 questions.
unless Ewan wants to try to read the questions.
I don't.
All right, so I'm just going to disperse the color and then deflate. What flavor is your favorite kind to eat, Ewan?
Mine, birthday cake or marshmallows.
Ooh, yeah. Like the Lucky Charms?
Yeah.
This is kind of what we're doing here, huh? Lucky Charms style.
I put Lucky Charms inside.
Yep. What about yours, Isla? What's your favorite?
I don't know yet.
Yeah, you don't know yet?
Cookies and cream? No, I don't know. Maybe birthday cake, maybe cookies and cream. Wait, is this on?
Is what on? Yeah, everything's on. Ovens are on.
Okay, because this feels...
So my color is dispersed. Now I'm just checking the batter to see if it is at a flowy consistency. It's hard when they're smaller amounts and you have a different spatula. It won't flow off your spatula the same if you have a different spatula.
So
So
what are you doing with that thing?
you have to kind of test.
The little pan for us. We're gonna put in our thing. We're gonna put in our little oven. Hey, what's inside it? It's just some little foam that we can use. So what? Here's the.
This
thing
is
we're
exactly
gonna
where I want it to be.
This is for our little oven.
How nervous are you guys that this batter is just sitting? And now I'm gonna do some hot pink from the sugar art.
I want to put.
Thank you, Christina. Bye.
I wanted to.
See, I keep these darn things on even though I've used them. I might regret this. I don't recommend shaking it or else you'll just get so much in there. But I did it. I love little spatulas.
No!
Oh, why are you yelling? You scared me.
Put it inside.
Ewan, don't put anything in there because it will melt. That's plastic and that's an oven. Oh, the tin. It doesn't have anything in there yet. Why would you put it in? You scared me with the scream, Isla.
Well,
Okay, so
well, maybe we could get it out.
yeah, you never know. That's why we should just be patient. And I know that's hard. I know that's really hard. Okay, look at how pretty these colors are.
You should mix it a little more.
I'm gonna keep mixing it, yeah. Good point. Let's keep mixing. You know, right? You know what it's supposed to look like? Okay, so here's our 3 colors. I'm still getting the hot pink to the right consistency.
I think that's perfect.
You do?
Not too light, not too dark.
Yeah, I didn't want it too dark. Sometimes I can taste the flavors. If you add too much coloring, it's never fun to get that bitter aftertaste. So you just want to, with these small batches, you have to be careful not to add too much color.
Pastry school. Yeah, this is pastry school. I am in the pastry school. Stop.
You're in pastry school?
Don't untie my thing.
Can you please not untie my thing, Ewan?
He's being rude.
I know.
You know
Okay.
that.
So I'm almost there on this pink one. I'm gonna do a tiny bit more, and then I'm gonna put it into my piping bags. I have.
Stop.
Can we not scream? I can help you for sure. You and I need you over there.
Stop.
Okay. So I have smaller piping tips for the kids, so they have more control. I've got a Wilton 10 in their piping bags, or the equivalent, which is 6 millimeters. And now we're at a almost flowy. Okay, guys, you're not gonna be able to pipe.
No.
Then you need to stop.
You was being rude.
Almost there. Sorry. Such a small amount.
Stop.
You and Wesley, if you're not gonna get off the floor and help us out, we won't be, there we go, that's what I wanna see. Flowing,
Stop.
and we're good. So Yui, if you're not gonna be able to listen, then you're not gonna be able to pipe.
3 o'clock.
Why don't you go in your room? That's totally fine. If you don't want to do this, I don't want you here. I just thought you wanted to be here.
I win. I do. You're touching pretty much everything.
All right, so I'm going to put them into saran wrap and then put them into our piping bags.
Stop.
Okay,
You're
my
copying
friends.
me.
You're done, okay? You're done yelling. Just ignore him. And you and I'm about to put you on camera so you guys can pipe. So why don't you take a deep breath. Saran wrap. My friends, it's not fun. It's not
How are
fun.
we gonna pipe?
What do you mean, how are you gonna pipe?
I don't know if we're gonna pipe it like on this thing.
Okay, so I'm gonna lay out a little bit of color for you guys. And then this is gonna keep them a little bit separated, but also still have them blend together. If you were to put them just organically, like a little bit of pink, a little bit of blue into your piping bag, it will be more marbled effect. This will give more of a separated effect, but it will still blend. Or you could do completely different piping bags all in one big piping bag to make them really separated. So I'm just doing a little bit. That was a waste of plastic. You did it way too big. Cut it at the tip. And then here is your piping bag, Ewan.
Yes. Okay.
So what you're gonna wanna do,
No, I don't want to waste some mine.
no, you're not gonna waste any of it. You're just gonna, you're going to use this little dot as your main focus. Hold it straight up and down.
Oh yeah,
And then-
spin it.
Yep, sure, you can spin it if you want, but, or I just like to keep it straight up and down and push, 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 push. And when you're done, however big you want it, just stop pressure and kind of flick it,
Ooh.
okay? So why don't you try? And make sure to not have the batter go up this way by keeping it
Or
really
up.
sturdy. Keeping
Like
your,
this?
yeah. Yep, got it? I'm gonna let go, okay? Can you keep your, okay? Perfect. Keep going, I'll do Isla's. I'll use this one. This batch doesn't look too big once we split it into 3, does it?
But it is maybe big.
Yeah, it's gonna be perfect. We're just all gonna have a little bit.
Big. Not all.
It's
Do
gonna
I
be
have
perfect,
this one?
Isla. Oh yeah, you didn't get it. All right, so Isla, you have the same amount, sweetie. You're gonna pipe on this one too, because we're gonna get to pipe those. But Ewan, once you're done, can I push this over? Can you stop for 1 sec? Once you're done with that. I'm gonna pull you over here so you can pipe too. Would you do me the honors,
Who?
Isla? Once you're done with that, will you pipe one in here? I am just gonna put mine into my piping bag so you can see the difference.
Can I do any shape?
You can do any
I'm
shape
doing
you'd
a
like.
mountain.
A mountain, awesome.
I did a mountain. I want to do a Mickey Mouse.
So I am just putting mine into the piping bag, color after color, just so you can see the difference of the looks. Even though theirs got very marbled too. Usually it's a little more separated, but I just have the blue, the yellow, the pink all incorporated into mine. Say one, Isla, you didn't pipe one into the tin so we can look in your num-nums. Oops, sorry, sweetie.
It's going to be a Mickey Mouse. That's why I thought that.
Ooh, Mickey Mouse, that's a great idea.
I've been doing that Mickey Mouse.
Oh, perfect. I'm gonna let that dry and then we'll try to bake it. So she did a little Mickey Mouse one. Someone said, great job, you guys. Christina said, great job. I'm so excited to see how these turn out. Okay, so in my piping bag, I've got the pink, the yellow, and the blue.
Mom, I think it's coming.
Yeah, the plastic might come up at you, and that's gonna be okay.
It's not looking as much. Your macarons look beautiful. Thanks.
All right. Now I am going to eventually clean my space, but not right now.
Mom, I think I need.
Here,
I
so
need
one of
some
my
more.
favorite, we're not gonna have it much more.
Mom?
One of my favorite tools is a bench scraper.
Hey, Mom, I wasn't done yet.
I know, I'm gonna push it up for you so your batter is up at the top. So if you make sure to hold it up here really tight, Ewan, it won't come up at you.
Can you please do mine like
I think
that
all of your
too?
plastic wrap got like smushed up there, but the thing is with the plastic, you don't want to like cut it, so you have to be really careful. Like something plastic is good. If you have a metal bench scraper, be careful. Don't put it on your piping bags. Okay, try. You almost used it all already. Okay, Mom's turn to pipe. I am just gonna pipe and then let these rest, and I'll turn on my little countertop oven.
You
And
don't
we're
have any blue.
It'll come. Sometimes it takes a couple pipes to get all the colors. See? How's it going? Oh, be careful when you reach over. When you reach over something, you have to be careful not to put your elbow into the ones you've already piped. Right? Okay, sorry you guys can't really see too well. Okay. Here are mine.
I need more.
That's it.
No, Mommy, can you push some down? I need some more for this one.
I don't know if you're gonna get more out of that one.
Can you get one more here? I still have a lot, I think.
Ready? I have some in mine. I'm gonna use it though because I didn't want all of them to. Oh, look at these! All look so good.
Thanks. This one's
These
a
are
heart.
mine.
I tried it so much.
This one's
Oh
mine.
yeah, good heart.
This one's mine. This one's mine. This one's mine.
Can I show you a heart real fast?
Mhm.
So if you want to do something really fast, I'm sorry, Ewan. Just kind of bringing it down and bring it down, and then another favorite tool of mine. So my tip's a little too big for that. I love scribes, so we can just bring the tip down a bit and
Can I
bring
try some?
kind of fill out.
Can I try it?
Can I try it, Mom?
I just wanted Isla to try it, Ewan, because she had wanted to do heart. She
But
said
my
that in
Mickey
the.
doesn't look good.
Your Mickey's great.
Can I
See?
have my Mickey? I have one.
Oh, sure. You wanna? This one's from Jaslyn from the Sugarholic Girl. She made that scribe. Can I do a couple more? Let's do one here. All right, guys. I'm excited to see if they turn out. Your hair's in it. That's why we always put our hair up too when we're baking. Ooh, you did a square? You wanted to do a square, didn't
No,
you?
I did a, that's a rectangle.
Oh, that's what I mean. Sorry.
I made a rectangle.
Can you do this one? Can you make that one into a nice heart, Isla? Like, do the scribe.
I make the flower. You like it, Mom?
Let me see.
I like scribing it.
I love it. I love it. Okay, last one I'm gonna pipe, and then we're gonna be done
That
with
one
the
looks
piping part.
Very good. Did you make that one, Mom?
I don't know. Yes, I think I kind of. Okay,
That one looks professional.
I'm turning on my oven, and then I will look at your guys' questions. So what I have found with my few batches I've done with this toaster oven
How do we clean this,
is
Mom?
that I will preheat it at 300 and then I drop it down to 275. It goes by 15
Mommy,
degree increments.
do you know how they like my macarons?
They love them.
Thanks. Mommy, what do
I will
can
clean it
clean?
after. Thanks for wondering.
Where's my Mickey Mouse?
Will you not act like a baby? Because that's not.
Mickey Mouse.
Your Mickey Mouse is here and it's gonna dry and then we'll put it in the Num Nums oven.
It
Looks great,
Still a
right?
lot.
Okay, so
I don't know when
I'm
it's
just gonna let
done.
these dry and then I'm gonna read your guys' comments and we can chat and look at favorite tools. Ewan,
How long is
I just
that
don't
gonna
want you
Can
to.
you help me scrape it back up?
How long is that gonna take, Mom?
You got mostly saran wrap in there now.
What?
You got mostly saran wrap. I don't think it's gonna be easy to push out. Okay? All right, so
Mommy, how long is that gonna take for them to get
you guys might
dry?
want to go entertain yourselves with something else while they dry and bake so I can answer the questions, okay? Sound good?
Look at that.
Perfect.
It's called a snowman.
Look at that. I'm gonna tap it.
I wanted to do that.
Oh, you okay, tap it.
Wait for the Mickey Mouse.
That one doesn't
Can I
actually need to
try?
be tipped.
How can I
want
try?
that.
I want to
You and I, okay, you do have a little bit more, right? Okay.
How about I just try to suck it into this one?
It's hot in here, huh?
Can I do this to
Sure.
this one?
You want to tap it? This one's a heavy duty one. This is a French steel pan and it fits perfectly in our little mini oven. A regular standard, standard size for at least the US. Don't blow on them. Standard size for the US half sheet tray does not fit into this toaster oven thing. Do you want to spray something on here, Isla?
Yeah.
Do you want to spray some purple diamond dust?
Yeah.
I want to do some too.
So go a little bit away from it. So I'm going to show you real fast. It doesn't, this
Mom,
one isn't,
Can you pipe out all of it on this one?
you know what? I think we're done, okay?
Wait, can you just pipe it all out?
Most of that in there, sweet boy, is now just the saran wrap, okay?
That's all right.
The saran wrap is what we kind of put it all in. So what I like to do, since this, for some reason this top isn't working, my other one works great. I will do that part, and then you can just kind of let it fall onto it, okay?
Wait, I
Kind of
wanna
tap it
do
with your finger.
some.
Yeah, you can do it. She's gonna do hers. Just don't drop it on your mats. Oh, let me show. Perfect. Okay.
Extra speckles on there.
Now it's like real rainbow, right?
With speckles on it. Can I?
Oh,
put
Ewan,
this
what are
one
you
on
making
it?
into that one?
Can I-
Okay, guys,
can
we
I
gotta
do
get this
some-
one in. We gotta get this one in
Why this one in?
Can I try some?
because it's a no rest tray.
It's a no
Here,
rush
tap it then,
tray?
Ewan. And oh, Ewan, you just put that right into your shell.
Ooh.
Tap it. Just tap it.
Why
Tap,
do we need-
tap it in. Perfect. Okay, well we're gonna have glitter all over the place. Oh, it's going into my eyes.
Mommy, I want something on this.
Okay, perfect. Ewan, that's over the top. Okay, perfect. Stop.
Everything glitter.
Oh. Oh. Okay, ready?
Can I do it?
Your Mickey Mouse. Tap
Yeah,
it.
Just tap it. Just
Okay,
Just
that's
a
not
tiny
working.
Everything is glitter.
Good?
okay.
Good?
Well,
Okay.
Just a tiny bit of glitter because I really like it.
glitter everywhere.
I wish I had a camera guy so you guys I could show you guys a little better. But you can do diamond dust before or after you bake. It doesn't matter. It works for
Oh,
both.
God.
So I'm gonna let those rest for like 10 minutes and then I'll put those in. And now I'm gonna look at your questions. Can you guys move your stools and we are gonna put their tray in to the oven because it's a air bake tray and we don't rest our shells when we use the air bake tray. So we're preheated.
I want to use one.
What did you need?
I want to use one. Mine and those.
I'm setting for 10 minutes and I'm putting it down to 295. You still want to keep that internal temperature around 300 to 305 with an air bake tray or else you'll get the concave shells. What did you want to do, sweetie?
I wanted to put some of mine in there too.
Oh, we only have one. See, this is the problem with the oven. They give you one little thing and only this size fits. You can't fit anything else in there.
But even like a microscopic.
Well, if it was microscopic, yeah, we could fit something else in there.
How about just like inch more?
All right, I am going to say you guys can go, and I will show you guys once they're all baked.
Can we watch TV or something?
You can go in your bedroom if you'd like.
Can we watch TV?
Not in your bedroom, you don't have a TV.
I wish we had.
It will be too loud if you watch TV. You guys can jump on the trampoline downstairs, I set it up.
No.
Oh, can
You
we
don't
go
wanna do that?
downstairs and watch TV?
We
Can we go downstairs and watch TV then?
Yeah, sure.
Yay!
One.
We can start our show downstairs.
All right.
We
Here we go.
Water bottles are full. Hey, Mom.
Wait, I'm gonna bring one thing downstairs and then
Yep, you can bring one thing down.
Water. Fill up water.
Sorry, guys.
Fill up water. You're a butler now.
I'm a butler.
Isn't
Isn't that my always job?
Okay, next. One of my favorites. Can I show them my horsey that I'm gonna bring downstairs?
Quickly, Isla, and then we're gonna be donezo.
This is my little pet horsey. It's not a real pet horsey.
Okay. Perfect.
Do you like it?
They love it.
Do
I'm
you
gonna
like
answer these questions, so I will let you know later when they answer. Okay?
Okay.
Go for it. Downstairs. Before I take it back, go rush. Okay. So let me
Water
see.
gun.
Can whipped cream go in the freezer? So if you're just using regular, Ewan, please, sweetie. If you're using regular whipped cream, no, it's not going to stay put. Whipped cream doesn't have a long shelf life and it doesn't stay set very well unless you use gelatin to stabilize it. And then I still wouldn't freeze it unless like you're making a mousse or something that has something else to stabilize it. I made a huge mess with my colors. Okay.
Okay.
I appreciate you showing.
Mom?
Yes, my son. Just try to fix it. Yeah, so Heidi, you can do that with your batter. You can do that with your batter for sure. It didn't show as beautifully as it can because I had such a little amount. But when you have larger amounts, they usually blend really well and make a nice two-toned or three-colored macaron with the saran wrap trick. How many eggs do you use to how much almond flour and powdered sugar? So Alan, in the very top of the comments, I put my recipe that I used here. Today I used 84 grams of egg whites, 84 grams of egg whites, and then 109 grams of each confectioner sugar and almond flour. How would you stabilize gelatin, or how would you stabilize whipped cream without using gelatin? Other ways, I mean, you could use, if you're not like if you're vegetarian or something and you don't use gelatin, you could use substitutes like agar, and they have vegetarian gelatins as well. So that would be my advice. Okay, let's see here. We've got, yeah, the kids can be really fun, but they also have a mind of their own. We've got their macarons in the oven, 5 minutes to go before we flip them. I'll show you in there to see how their macs turn out with no rest. They have some shapes in there too, so we'll see if they crack, what happens. That'll be exciting. And then this macaron is dry, so her little Mickey, it has, so when you do a character macaron, you have to be careful with like the crevices that where two parts of your macaron batter meet, because this is going to be your area where it will crack. So you have to check in the little crevices if those are dry, because it takes a little bit longer to dry out that area, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna actually let this dry a little bit longer, because yes, the outside is dry, but in that little crevice where she piped one and then the other one and they meet, it's not completely dry yet, it's still sticky. Now my oven is preheated. Let's check out the ones I piped. And I'm still kind of testing out so these are fairly dry. They're still a little tacky, but I'm gonna put them in because I've been wanting to try no rest, but haven't gotten up the gumption to do so. So let's do it.
Mom, can you watch Jurassic Park?
Yes.
Thanks. She said that.
So I'm putting them in this toaster oven, and I'm just gonna set the timer. So it kind of has its own rhythm, so I'm just gonna set it to 15 And then I'm gonna turn the temp down to 275, and that will be that, okay? And I have not found that it helps to rotate the tray, so I just keep it closed the entire time. Sorry about all the stuff in the background. I wanted to show my favorite stuff. That's compost, not plastic. Okay. So let's talk favorite things and your questions. Would white chocolate work for whipped cream? Yes, white chocolate helps, definitely. It's kind of like a white chocolate mousse, but again, in a mousse, you usually have gelatin as well. How would you... Dora, thank you. Where did I get the toaster oven? So I got this toaster oven off of Amazon, and it is Oster, O-S-T-E-R. I'm trying to get away from the dishes in the sink, but I can't. And it was only, when I bought it, it was only $150. Super perfect purchase. We've been baking our dinners in there, macarons. I haven't tried choux, actually, but it is amazing. Is it in your storefront? Yes. I think it's under Macaron favorites. So let me put it here. I don't know. I don't think you can click on it here though. Amazon.com/shop/bake toujours. Someone also was telling me, like, I've had codes for different things, so I'm no longer, I don't have a code for fancy sprinkles anymore. So I had said that in my newsletter, but just to share here, I don't have a code for them. And then I do have a code for the sugar art. If you're wanting 15% off of the colors that I use, the diamond dust and that kind of stuff, that is Bake Toujours. I think it's just Bake Toujours. I'm gonna have to double check now. I haven't said it for so long because I haven't been on YouTube. But that will give you 15% off of your sugar art products. But other than that, so the Ready one that I had is not valid anymore. So there's usually other codes on their website that you can use. Is the toaster? Is the toaster oven convection? Yes. So hopefully I put it on the convection setting. Yes, I have it on a convection setting. Okay. Dora, you okay? Does the heat come in the toaster? So the heat in the toaster oven comes from the top and the bottom. And sporadically as you bake it, it will turn off one or the other. And it makes these noises. I don't know if you can hear the clicking, but it will kind of adjust to the temperature inside. So if it's getting a little too hot, one of the heat sources turns off, and then if it's getting too cool, the heat source will turn back on. So it kind of goes on and off the whole time to regulate its oven temperature. No worries, Dora. Okay. I was like, are you okay? So here, let me move the step stools we were using. Let's see if you can see in the oven. We'll see how our first look of our macarons that the kids piped. So they've got feet. They're not cracking. Thank you, Air Bake Tray. And we're at 305 inside my oven temperature, and that's good. Even though I have it set at 290, it's at 305. Something to watch in your own ovens. Okay, so let me tell you guys about my favorite things. One being an oven, like a TaylorMade or whatever kind of thermometer or oven thermometer you'd like. temperature gauge so you know what is going on inside your oven. It's key when you're making macarons. I'm gonna put this guy in. Let's see how it goes. All right. And now I'll set a timer. It's only one little one, so I'm gonna check in 10 minutes. Okay. Another thing, so oven thermometer is 1. High powder of chai or shy. I don't know if it's Chicago or. So dried egg white powder. Steffi was here earlier. I'm not sure you're still here, Steffi, but she is in Puerto Rico. Humid environment. Tried this and she said it's a game changer. So it really does help. Just make sure you have a really good, I call it my safety blanket. Make sure you have a really good meringue. My favorite, what's the temperature and time set for your toaster oven? For the toaster oven, let me show you inside of it now. The feet are rising. I have it set at 275 now. So the feet are rising up nicely. Every once in a while, the light goes on and off as the temperature is regulating inside of it. But I preheat at 3. The oven is so cool, Christina. I can't get over it. Best purchase I have made. I saw it on Shelly's stories from Bella Bakes, and I was super excited. I thought, like, have you seen my kitchen space is very small, but it was totally worth putting on my counter. Totally recommend it. So I don't remember what I was saying before that. I said my favorite. So oven thermometer. So chocolate. I love Calabo chocolate. I love a good chocolate. If you're gonna use chocolate, get a good brand. However, the Calabo is just, it was so much more price effective when I was doing large production and buying large bags of it. So now that I'm not doing large production and I'm just doing, you know, content, pastry content at home, the brand I love is Guittard. So their white chocolate here is great. I've got their semi-sweet here. And then I also have a milk chocolate and a dark chocolate. They've got everything. You can depend on them, especially with your white chocolate. It can be really scary from a store-bought because it doesn't have any cocoa butter in it. So you want a good quality white chocolate, and one that's not gonna break the bank is this brand, Guittard. It's hard to come by. Oh, Monique, so if Guittard is hard in Canada, I'm sure you have something good. I mean, lots of European companies are great, so I bet Canada has some really nice products as well. Is Calabo more, can you find that more relevant there? When I was doing large production, I feel like Calabo was great. Yeah, perfect. That was my favorite. And I would buy the 5-pound bags. I think they're 5.5-pound bags at Restaurant Depot, and they were awesome. So, I got these at like a grocery store. So it depends on your area, but these were, if you're from Oregon or from the Portland area, Zupanes, I don't know how to pronounce it, Zupans or Zupanes is where I got these, which is a nicer market, so maybe Whole Foods would have them. For the Mickey Macaron, yes, I know. I'm excited to see. I mean, I can't imagine the airflow is very good in there, so we'll see. Okay, do you purchase the chocolate in-store or online? So Chloe, I always purchased in store. I feel like online for chocolate can get pricey. However, someone brought up to me in one of my classes, I think it was like worldchocolate.com or something. Like just Google world chocolate, and I feel like it was a really great price relative to, like, Amazon can hike up those prices for your chocolate. So East Coast girl, yes, I know you're in Georgia. Sorry, I shouldn't have shared that, but Heidi. Either way, so chocolate, I love going like to either a local bakery supply store or trying a really nice market, and you'll get the good quality chocolate. Let's see here. I have used Valrhona chocolate. It used when I was doing like mousse cakes and stuff like that. It was the only white chocolate I would use. It would be so expensive, and I'd have to charge an arm and a leg for it, but it was worth it. Their white chocolate is beyond good. However, I didn't find it worth the money when I was doing just macarons, where I didn't need as luscious of like the white chocolate mousse, you know, is something that's gonna need to sing. But I can get away with just like a white chocolate ganache can be just a little bit lower end. But Valrhona is, I mean, amazing chocolate. Cocoa Berry too is a great brand. If you have access to a different restaurant depot, maybe they don't have Calabo, Cocoa Berry is great. Let's see here. I think I answered the questions. Back to the favorite things. So, another favorite, guys, I didn't reset my timer. Another favorite, let's do 5 more minutes and then I'll check. Is this, I think I measured these little holes to be about 2 millimeters. Dora, thank you so much. Virtual hug, I wish we could just see each other in real life. Thank you. You've been a supporter from like day one, I feel like, and I really appreciate you being here. Your comments and your contribution to the live chats are always amazing. Thank you, Dora. So if you have a sifter like this, I feel like the ones with the larger holes are better. So this is gonna be tiny. This is like an expensive one from Sur La Table, and it takes like a half an hour to sift your almond flour. It's not worth it. It creates the oils to like seep out when you're trying to really push them through these holes because they're so small. It's not worth it. So if you have a really small sifter, you can try to get a bigger one. Again, these little holes are about 2 millimeters, and I don't have a brand for this. It was like really cheap at Target, but it's my favorite because I sift it through my sifter in like 2 minutes. All right, let's see here. In New Mexico, thank you. Candy, that's amazing. Congratulations, that's a huge step. I love it. Another favorite thing, I have 2 different pens, edible pens I like. So these ones were from Bean and Butter. If you look up beanandbutterbakeshop.com, they have so many great things, you guys. Like, between acrylic cake sticks to decorative products, they sent me these, and they are so fine tip. So when I'm very clunky. If you know me, I'm not like super detail oriented, and I always just make a design super clunky if I'm gonna do something. So these have helped make it look a little more professional and fine, especially if I'm trying to write. And then I also love the Chef Master ones. So these ones for like bigger designs will have a smaller tip, and then they have a thicker tip for a bigger thing. So if you're doing like large designs on, you know, royal icing or even your macarons, these give a good variety as well. I can smell everything. I am excited to see the Mickey too. I feel like I smell it burning, so it's only been 9 minutes. I'm gonna take it out. We'll see, okay? What do you guys think? Is it gonna be cracked? Hi, watching from the Philippines. Hello, RG. Is it RG? Okay, I'm gonna push this thing through and see what it's like. I don't even know how to get it out. Oh my gosh, you guys. Turning it off. It didn't crack. I'll get it out in a second. It is burnt on the bottom though. That's what I was smelling. Woo! I'll get it off in a second. I'll show you. Oh my goodness. Uh-oh, my oven turned off. Too many ovens to try to get figured out. So that's the thing. You don't want your timer with this turbo convection. Let's set a time. Start. You don't want your timer to go off or else the whole thing shuts off. So if you're still a little bit iffy on if your macs are done when you're using the toaster oven, just add a couple minutes on and test them, or else the whole thing shuts off and it has to reset. Yeah, so here's our Mickey macaron. It has feet. It didn't crack, but it's brown. Look at how brown it is. It smells burnt. That's not going to taste good. But is that not the cutest? I mean, it worked. So I just would have to check. It still feels really heavy. So I'm wondering if it is still wet inside. We'll check in a second. Okay. Easy burn oven. Yeah, that's a good one. I feel like that I had an easy bake oven and I loved it so much, but it was never really that good after it came out. She did pipe it well, right? Okay. So these are still a little bit iffy on the ones I piped. Let me check my kiddos' ones. So this is hard because we all have different style of piping, and you know, some are a little thicker than others, but I'm going to take them out. So none of them cracked. Some of them didn't get feet because of how much they were messed around with, like this. He was just taking a scribe and like going all over with it. So if you are doing like character macarons or whatever, I always suggest, if you're using your scribe, not to ever push your scribe towards the outside, because then it ruins where the feet are going to rise. So just make sure the scribe work is in the inside of your design and not pushing down at the edge where your feet will try to rise. I'm going to give this one more minute and then we'll be good. Just grate it off. Yeah, let's just grate it. Should I cut into it, you guys? Or, oh, just dropped it. Should I break it open? First, I should probably show her, right? Let me show her. Yes, I mean, they love working in the kitchen. We make, congrats on 20K live, person you never heard of. Well, thank you, Beachy Vibes. Thank you very much. 1 second, let me ask Kyla. Isla, Michelle, do you want to see your mini? I'll let her check it out before I break into it. So I put it in. She burned on the bottom, but she turned out. Do you wanna cut it for them? You wanna break it and see, and show them if it's full?
I don't want to break it. Can you want to eat one half and I can eat the other?
Yeah, sure. If you wanna.
Yes,
Wait,
please.
1 second though. Why don't you get the step stool, bring it over, and then you can break it open, and you guys can both eat half if you want. It's a little burnt, so if it doesn't taste good, you can have a different one. Okay. So you're good.
Okay, this is it, and oh, it's a little soft.
Oh, but look at how full it is. Let me show them.
Ta-da.
So it's completely full inside.
I'm gonna whack a little bit more off it
Okay.
because look at it, I don't really have it.
So everyone go get yourselves a Num Noms oven
This
and burn the bottoms and grate them off like Ian said. Okay, you can try them. I don't know if you're gonna like the taste of that. Oh crap, I forgot about these.
I can taste the corn,
You can taste the burn?
but the sweet really takes it over, so I only taste a little bit.
Okay. She said the sweetness takes over the burn taste, so she can only taste it a little bit and it's still good. Oh gosh. Okay. So I am gonna stop this one. This was about 16 minutes in here. And And here these are. So our little tri-colored macarons. And then let's see. I'm gonna take one of theirs that they piped with the air bake tray, a little, and the gas stove, harder to get full macarons. So you see that there is a gap. You know, there's still a lot of meat there. It's gonna be fine. But for those of you, worried about that gap, a lot of the times your normal oven is just gonna do that without any additives. Like if you're not adding cornstarch or something in to make it a little more chewy of a macaron texture. Or not chewy, but it'll make it like more of a Oreo texture almost, or like a vanilla wafer if you add too much cornstarch or egg white powder, but that will help it be fuller. Here are the ones off of the Oster. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's still super hot, so let me put it on my I'm gonna put it on my tabletop to cool down quickly, and we'll break into that. Can you believe the Num Noms oven worked though? I've gotten such better. You've gotten such better what? Say it again, say it again. Okay. Here is the toaster oven. Look at how pretty that is. So those are completely full. And that is going to be what you get with this convection toaster oven. So no, you can't bake that much at once, but it has quickly turned into my favorite tool to show how different it is from so much better at no hollows. Oh, yeah. You're more accepting of the no hollows, or do you mean that you don't get hollows anymore? Yeah, so honestly, a lot of the times, I just want to tell you this one more time. If you watch this a lot, you've probably heard me say it a lot, but it's not you, it's your oven, okay? Trust me. Our ovens aren't as efficient at carrying heat throughout the whole oven as a tiny convection oven or a commercial grade oven. Bye, random girl. So if you're really, really, really worried about hollows, fork over the money for a commercial grade convection oven. Do research though before you do it, because some still take a ton of work to figure out. Or this little Oster oven, I don't know how to pronounce it, really does wonders, you guys. Like, look at that. It is completely full to the rim. I never have these with sometimes with my chocolate shells in my gas stove, but never in my gas stove with regular shells. I didn't get, like, Sophie, but she didn't make the meringue, right? That was just her piping. Costco in Canada sells, ooh, Jan, what'd you say? Costco in Canada sells that toaster. Perfect. So my Canadian friends go to Costco. Oops, you okay?
Mommy,
yes.
I look at
Be
your
careful.
macarons?
These are very hot.
Can I look at your macarons?
These
Can
are
I take
mine.
a bite?
You want a bite? It still might be hot. Is it hot?
Mm.
So the good thing about this is that they're full, but they're not so hard. In like a big gas stove, I would have to usually overcook them to make them this full. But they're not overcooked. They're not hard. They still have that crunch on the outside, that chew on the inside.
Uh-huh. It definitely has. Mmm.
Okay. So that's, I mean, what else should I say? Willy Wonka sound, but it's Macaron Factory. I mean, what else to say? I mean, I also have my favorite apron, or I have my Bake Toujours apron, which, I have to represent my brand. I shared the pens, oven thermometer, whatnot. Decorative products. Oh, you know, a scale, obviously, for macarons. Everyone, I feel like no one asked anymore, but in the beginning, you know, change it to cups. And it's just not as good or tried and true if you don't weigh it out. So weight by weight for macarons is best. A scale is necessary. I have no love of this particular brand. I just find that it was a cheap one. So Escali is good. You can get, you know, different ones, and I always put a block of butter on top of mine to make sure that it is 113 grams. Usually the butter, I gotta tell you, is like 112 though. So, and then I love this little Gorilla Grip for filming. So it's Joby, I think is the brand, Joby. And then I have what I'm using right now on my Joby Big Stand. It has like a little phone attachment, and so I can put my phone on it, and then it gets really nice up close photos, filming. This is what I've been using for the time lapses of the Oster baking. Thank you. Hian said she likes the color of this apron. I thought it would go well with my branding. I mean, it's not the same color, but at least it's like a blue. Oh, Lorene, thank you so much. Thanks for being you. That is the sweetest. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you for your support. Thanks for being here. Again, my apologies for this background. I wish I could change it to like a beachy background right now so you don't see all the dishes. But I feel like that was fun, trying out the 3 different ovens, seeing how they turn out. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And any other questions? So beautiful, I want to cry. Does anyone have other questions before I head out? I had a blast. Well, thank you for being here, Candy. And good luck on your business. Zoe, thanks for being here. Have a good one. I feel like I forgot to share some of my other, favorite earrings. These are Macaron Ombre Max Stacks, and Bailey made them from De Lovely Sweets, I think. I always forget what the last part of her handle is on Instagram. And then this is Bella Bakes. I mentioned her earlier. It's where I found this oven. She has her own line of jewelry, and this is like a little macaron. Isn't that adorable? Okay, let's see. Steffi, do you recommend almond extract or vodka? Steffi, we don't keep hard alcohol in our house, so I always just use almond extract or any clear extract. I would, if I had vodka, I've heard, you know, I think that would be nice since it doesn't add any flavor, which would be good. But I'm fine with the almond extract, or even lemon if I'm gonna make a lemon mac. Or vanilla, clear vanilla. Jean, thanks for being here. I had a week off from my kiddos, and so I feel like I have a little more patience right now. So we thought this would be fun. With gel food coloring. Let's see, Steffi. Yeah, so almond extract and such, Steffi, for the gel to color on top. Or vodka. Honestly, I think both work really well, and if you don't have any problem with alcohol in your house, then it might be the better bet. Great, fun, thanks. Jamie, thank you for being here. Gabby, thanks for being here. Any kind of baking tray you would use for your toaster oven. 3 different types of baking tray. Yeah, so the main thing with the baking tray, so this toaster oven comes with a crumb tray at the bottom, and I've baked on this. It gets really nice full shells. It's super thin, so I was worried about burning on the bottom, but it was fine. So you can use this, which is great because it comes with it. And then, unfortunately, a regular half sheet tray doesn't fit. So I already had this JB Prince stainless, or not stainless, blue steel or something, steel French pan, and this is fits perfectly into that Oster oven. They're not on Amazon right now, so you can check out jbprints.com, I think, and they have them, but they're not cheap, you guys. So if you're planning on just baking a few things in this oven, I would suggest just using the crumb coat until you figure out if you really like it, and then maybe you could get on these pans. But even the air bake trays that are smaller are too deep for this oven, so the smaller air bake trays don't fit either. Have a good day, Heidi. Thanks for being here. Joe, thank you so much. Where's the have a banana? I know, I was wondering if anyone would mention it. I don't have any bananas. I just put them in my freezer for banana bread. The freezer is where bananas go to die in my house. I will always say I will bake banana bread, and I do not. Thank you for spending time with, oh yes, Sophie, thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. Leah, let's see, I have a question about sunken macarons. Usually when your macaron sinks, it's because you haven't baked enough, or there's something wrong with your meringue. If you feel like you've baked it plenty, then the second thing I would go to is your meringue is not sturdy. So that could be either over beating your meringue or under beating your meringue. And that's why I love egg white powder, because it makes it so dang hard to mess up. Thank you so much for being here, Powder of Chai or Shy. I don't know if it's Chicago. My macarons always turn out hollow. Do you think it's because my meringue wasn't stiff enough? So Hien, for the hollow macarons, I suggest trying egg white powder if you haven't already. It's going to help your meringue be sturdy, and the meringue is 90%, right? Let's say it's actually 70%, because then the other percentage is your oven. I feel like that's a really big factor. I've tested on this on my YouTube channel, mixing my meringue slow versus mixing my meringue fast. I have not noticed that much of a difference. I know some swear by it and it works for them, so that's great. I'm not saying change your method, but I feel like no matter how quickly I mix my meringue, no matter how slowly I mix my meringue, it's all about my oven. So, I mean, you guys saw I left my batter out for, while I mixed 3 different ones. I prepared their piping bags before I did my own, and we still got full shells with this oven. I think we're not putting enough credit on the oven and blaming our oven enough as opposed to ourselves. But if you feel like your meringue is having issues, then, I mean, that's definitely another huge factor. But I would recommend trying out egg white powder and really just paying attention to getting that nice and stiff in the entire bowl. So you don't want like a little bit of wetness on the bottom of your bowl. You want to make sure, if you're using your KitchenAid mixer or your hand mixer, that the entire bowl is stiff. Egg white powder is not the same as cream of tartar, but it does act similarly. The end result is similar, but they act different ways, right? So cream of tartar is the acid that's going to stabilize your meringue and allow it to hold in the liquid and not have it like leached out and over whipped. And then egg white powder is adding protein, which is gonna make your the structure of your meringue nice and tight and really hard to over whip as well. So it makes a stronger meringue. If I live in a cold environment, will I have to rest the macarons longer or shorter? So that's a great question. If you live in a colder environment, will you have to rest longer or shorter? It really depends on the humidity of your environment, actually. So if it's cold and humid, yes, you'll have to rest longer. If it's cold and super dry, you probably will be still piping and the first couple trays will be done. So it's really not about temperature so much as humidity. Oh yeah, and that dehumidifier is like my favorite since moving to a humid environment, because I was in drier California, Southern California. My macs would dry out as I was piping them. Now, if I didn't have that dehumidifier, it was taking 30 minutes to dry my macarons, which still isn't that long, granted, but you guys saw I put this tray in of mine that I piped in like 10 minutes. I live in Australia. I don't if they deliver here. Oh, I think I missed did Chloe say something above? Could you, Christine? Hi, Riley. I'm sorry I didn't see that before. Let's see here. What kind of baking trays? Sorry guys, I'm trying to catch up. I didn't see some of these. Okay.
Mommy, can I see the inside of yours macarons?
Macarons, yeah. Take one of his. Does he want it cut open? Let's wait till after this and then we'll talk to him.
I'm gonna ask.
Okay. Okay, guys. Yeah. Can you find it on? Oh, okay. Yeah. So Australia. Sorry, Amazon. You would have an issue with that. What did you ask for, Leah? Again? Was it egg white powder? Probably. I'm sorry. I'm holding everybody here.
He said yes. We can wait.
Okay.
And see what it
So-
looks like in the middle.
If you be careful, it still might get a little hot. You can try this one. Okay. Go bring it down to him.
I wanna.
Oh,
Oops.
it broke.
Oh, that's
You
one
gotta be
thing.
careful when you break
This
it.
is the inside of it. I broke it.
Okay. I forget what we were saying, Leah. But if you look on, does Australia have its own Amazon though? You can definitely look for an equivalent of that brand there. So just put in egg white powder. I might be completely wrong, and you'll be asking about a spatula or something. So my apologies. I will let you guys go. Much love. Thank you so much. Hit that like button. Dora is my favorite cheerleader because I'm really bad at saying that kind of stuff. Yes, subscribe, press like, do it all. Thank you so much. Much love. And you can subscribe to my newsletter too if you want more content and information. Blah, 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 blah. Each week. Egg white powder. Perfect. Okay. I will talk to you guys later. I don't know what that was. Sorry, I'm getting anxious now. Bye. I'll put some information and links in the description of this video. When's my next fillings class? I need to talk to Tiana and hopefully we can get that down in the books.
Can you want to have one of these?
Eat them all. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you, Chloe. Bye.